Man, what a day. It's been a pretty crazy one. Get this shit out of here. Well, I got a very special package here. Like I said, it was a crazy day. I'm still feeling a bit stressed out. Well, just got that tight feeling. Need to go on a walk or something, or maybe do a little bushcrafting or something like that, maybe a little woodworking. And I might have just the tool to do it with, because a day early now, showing up here is my, as you know from the title of this video, Bark River Ultra-Lite Bushcrafter. And to be honest, ultra-light, I don't know if I'm going to call this video ULB or Ultra-Lite Bushcrafter, probably the full thing, because it really feels like there's nothing but these bags in here. So let's make sure this guy actually sent me a knife, and oh my goodness, what is this little guy here? Well, first of all, pretty cool lanyard here. And I've never seen this sheath before. It's pretty cool and nice. I like this style a lot. This Bark River one here. So yeah, Ultra-Lite Bushcrafter. I like how I can fit, basically this in here to get this, and I'm assuming, yep, it's always important to have a good grip. Okay, that's the perfect length for me. I was worried it would be a little short, so the blade length is 3.25 inches on this guy, and if you can tell, it has not the normal edge that you'll see on a Bark River. That's just the full convex grind, but this has their Scandi convex grind, which stands for it's I guess short for Scandinavian, I would guess. This Scandi grind, which you can see kind of starts here in the middle of the blade and comes down, and then it has their very sharp still convex edge. So still mostly just maintain this guy with a strop. What's cool about this, well, so I got this one on Blade Forums. I really lucked out on this deal. I saw this go up on the forums, and I was like, ooh, I'm jumping on that right away. Jumping on that right away. And okay, just doing a little test here. I wish I had a piece of wood to really carve, but I don't want to. All the wood that's in here is like nice, important stuff. So I'll get back to you on a testing video of this, but saw it on Blade Forums. I commented, and by the time I commented, the guy redacted it. He pulled back the sale, probably realized that he had posted it for too little money, because it was worth more. These are the Impala scales, which I haven't even really gotten a good look at. I've been running around crazy all day today, so it's darker out than I would normally. It's later and a bit darker than I'd film these, so I gotta lean over here and look with the light. I like how oh man, I didn't know what. This is my first knife with Impala scales, and they also have very nice red liners, which makes this lanyard that this guy put on here with the white, red, and the black thing here. I like this a lot. I'm probably just gonna keep this little thing on here. Now, I've seen this logo, this compass, nautical star thing with the north and south on a few versions, a few models of Bark Rivers. I don't know exactly what it signifies. What is this that I'm cutting up here? Just a USPS, okay. And I've got my notes here on the back. What else? So Scandi grind. Oh, so the Ultra-Lite Bushcrafter, they have a Bushcrafter, and if I also didn't mention, it's in CPM 3V steel, which is, I'm kind of a slut for this stuff. It's the best of the best, and Bark River knows how to heat treat it. There's a regular Bushcrafter, and this is the ultra-light one, because not only is it shorter, but it also is extremely thin behind the spine. It's only 0.09 inches on the thickness. So that compare that to my Bravo, which I believe is 0.19, you know, a whole 0.1 thicker. Yeah, man, this is a sleek little blade. But yeah, that's basically all I had to say about this one. It's only 2.7 ounces. You know, talking more about the ultra-light aspect. Yeah, so anyway, going back to the deal that I got on this, the guy, he pulled back the sale, and then I sent him a PM saying like, hey man, I really would love to buy that Bushcrafter off you. Let me know, because in the Bark River Facebook group, I saw one in blue denim go for $160, and I was like, ah. And I had the chance to buy it too, and I didn't, and someone else bought it, and I always kept being like, I should have bought that ULB. So I've been wanting to check this knife out. And, you know, for a knife that doesn't, have as much contour as, say, the Adventurer or the Grizzly here, where my hand feels really locked in and safe. You know, one of the reasons why I wanted to trade off the Mountain Man with the coffin handle style was because when I was holding it, it just kind of felt like it was going to fly out of my hand at any time. It just felt like flat. You know, I understand that it's a traditional style, and I think they look awesome. Which is why I was like, I got to try that out. But actually handling it and using it, it just wasn't doing anything for me. So it's nice that this has just enough contouring here, this little finger groove, this little butt pummel, and it really is more than enough to get a full 4-finger grip on here. And I always prefer on a smaller knife. I really should add one to this knife, but again, it also doesn't. Oh, I actually didn't add it to this knife because my pinky perfectly comfortably sits right over that hole on this guy. It's actually just a little too small. So, but it's still perfect for its uses and purposes. This is nice because, as you can see, my pinky just kind of naturally is sitting right on the top of this hole. And if you notice and look at the difference between these two lanyard holes, you're working with a lot more space here. Look at this big shoelace type thing. This isn't even like a 440 paracord. It's just like some random stuff. And he's got 2 loops going through the hole. Much bigger than your standard Bark River hole. That's nice. I think they made the Grizzly one slightly bigger, but still, this lanyard hole is bigger than the hollow pins on the Grizz. So what do you think about that? It's basically, you could even just call it a 3rd hollow pin, man. That's really cool. Yeah. You know, how much more could I go on without actually trying the knife? I've been sitting here. Obviously, you've seen me cut this very thin, delicate paper. It came razor sharp. It's a Bark River. It's unused. It's basically unused. The sheath looks like it's never really been outside of the house or even on a belt. See how it looks, huh? I feel like I got a couple extra minutes here. And I'll talk about my day a little bit too, guys. I've been running around like crazy. If you've stuck with me this long, that means you probably are actually a Jimbo TV watcher, which I don't know why you'd be that kind of fool, but just kidding. I love you guys. But anyway, some important news to the channel would be that the location of where I'm filming is probably going to be changing soon, because I've been started house hunting a little bit. I'm sure you can see that I live in albeit a very nice and comfortable 1-bedroom apartment. It is a bit cramped for all the kind of stuff that I want to do. So anyway, so this is awesome already, because look at this. I've got a full 3.25-inch fixed blade on me in a leather sheath, and I'm standing normally right here. And you can't see it at all with just like a regular button-down shirt on. Right? Completely covered. Anyway, this is what it looks like. Got my little chub here. snug that up right against the... Boom. And this one's... Oh. You know, some Bark River sheets are a little weird. You know, they come super tight, and you're like kind of scared to shove it in. And we've actually all seen pictures on the Bark River Facebook group of people who have gone to take that first stab in, and they stab right through their sheath stitching. And of course, as always, Mike instantly responds to them and tells them to send it in, and they will, you know, cover it for free, because that's how they do it. And yeah, I've got about 1 minute left here, so I'd like to end this video on a positive note. Just in this little bit of time, I feel totally de-stressed. You know, I was kind of like, ugh, running around crazy, but just sitting here talking about knives, enjoying this new ULB. I feel just good. So, you know, that's the power of knives, the power of YouTube, just, you know, the knife community, hanging out with you guys. One thing that also helped me really de-stress right before I made this video and opened this box was I just talked to Mike Stewart himself on the phone. It was pretty awesome. I called and I didn't realize with the time difference that the place was going to be totally closed, and it's like it was 6:30 in the evening over there. And so if you call, who's going to pick up, right? The only person who's still around. Working late into the hours, Mike himself, only person still there, having a business meeting with a couple other business owners, he said. That's all he told me. He didn't tell me anything else. He didn't give me any details about anything secret or anything. So that's all I'm gonna say, and I hope you liked this video. Enjoyed Bark River ULB. Go get one, thumbs up, subscribe, and I'll see you next time. Peace.